Let the chaos reign.
Chaos Reign presents Play Yourself Out of Position with my guest, Charles Faulkner Jr. Broadcast May the 10th, 2019. Let's get it.
The views expressed on Talk Real Solutions, hosted by Tyrone Thompson at TalkRealSolutions.com, are the views of Tyrone Thompson and do not reflect the views of TalkRealSolutions.com, YouTube, or etc. The content here belongs to Talk Real Solutions and its many contributors. Views and opinions expressed by all contributors belong to them and not TalkRealSolutions.com or Tyrone Thompson, the host, or etc. All data and information provided on the site is for informational purposes only. Talk Real Solutions makes no representations as to accuracy, completeness, correctness, suitability, or validity of any information on this site and will not be liable for any errors, omissions, or delays in this information or any losses, injuries, or damages arising from its display or use. All information is provided on an as-is basis.
All right. In the world where there's crime, corruption, violence, rape, theft, murder, and all forms of atrocities that plagues the world, what you're witnessing, we are living in a state of chaos, and it'll take a greater or much more extreme chaos to restore the order in which we live in today. Good evening, black people. This is Chaos here, a.k.a. Gary. And tonight it's going to be a night. But first thing, let me do this. For all that's listening tonight or we'll go back to this archives, go to TalkRealSolutions.com. There you see a 3-point plan for black empowerment, black achievement. And under the 3-point plan, you'll see a list of black-owned banks, which right now we still have a substantial number right now in the United States of America. I think the last count was like 30, maybe less or more. But all that is on the website, TalkRealSolutions.com. Also on the website, you also see the latest news articles that goes on throughout the world and here in America that pertains to us as people and other discussions. And in TalkRealSolutions.com, the website also got a donation where you can donate as little as $2, $5, whatever you feel is you can pull out of your pocket to support the show. And this is what we call black media, a form of black media. Because media is very important in the stage we're in today. Now, all the foolishness and gossip that's out there, you want to always get a perspective from at least a black perspective or Negro perspective, And we here, Talk Listeners, will give that perspective and many more. Also, if you didn't catch last night's show that deal with the news, there's some things that was delicate in regards to the latest articles that's going around the world. So I advise people go back to yesterday's show. And you can find all recordings here on free conference call, and also you can find all episodes on YouTube as well. You type in Talk Roasters on YouTube, you see the nice picture of a lion, and you can find all the archives of previous shows. And, like always, donate and support the show. So now, let me just check my, let me check the YouTube now. Okay. So as I pull up my own YouTube, or actually let's pull up the Talk World Solutions YouTube, and give you the title for tonight's show. And always, like the video, people. Sharing is caring, and liking the video helps the algorithm a little bit. So everybody knows we're out here. We out here live. You feel me? And now let me just go to Talk Real Solutions. All right. Oh, damn, I spelled it. Okay. All right. Tonight's broadcast is titled Chaos Ray presents Play Yourself Out of Position with my guest, no other than Mr. Charles Faulkner Jr. And me and Charles going to go in on a lot of things. But, for no further ado, let me open the lines. Is that you, Charles Faulkner?
Yes, sir.
Woo! Woo! All right. You know what I'm saying? That Rick Flair, woo! You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be something tonight. I'm telling people. So welcome again, what we call Officer Charles Faulkner Jr. Welcome back on Talk World Solutions. We have our normal monthly talk around on certain events and, certain things about the community. That could be a learning experience, for our better growth. So let's get into it, Charles Faulkner. Play yourself position. What is it? What do you mean by we were playing ourselves out of position, or just the title itself?
When you play yourself out of position, you got to stay the course, whether if it's on your job, in your family life, and definitely in your relationship. In the past couple of days, we've seen in the media of one example, Aisha Curry, not playing her position as the wife of NBA superstar Steph Curry. You don't understand the position you hold as his wife, meaning you do everything in your power and maybe a little bit above not to mess up the bag. If Steph's the breadwinner, you shouldn't say or do anything that can distract the income of your family. You're given so much that women around the world would kill for an instant, just to live in your world for 5 days. And because you feel as though that you're not getting attention from other men, when you literally have a man who's one half of the 1% top men in the world, not just black men, but men overall, period, you became selfish. You weren't playing your position as a wife. You can say things and do things to let people know Camelot's not as storybook as you thought it was. You got to play your position. There's sometimes you got to treat your relationships, your marriage, and your business, black people, like a military operation, confidential and classified.
Mm-hmm.
Outside people should not know the inner workings of your relationship. Because, like I said before, offline to you, she, for the longest time, thought that she was better than her husband. And there's a little thing called reality set in. And he wasn't that 15-year-old boy anymore. And now he's a 30, 31-year-old man in the world with at his feet. I always said this. Women are rock stars from 15 to 30. No doubt, no question. The average woman, probably 75% of women, are like rock stars, the prettiest they'll ever be in their life is from 15 to 30. Yes, you do have some exceptional women who can prolong the aging process, but we don't make rules to the exception. And I've always said this, men don't look their greatest until they hit 30, 35, when they grow into their men bodies, their masculine body, their masculine frame. I mean, look at a picture of Steph Curry at 15 compared to now. Almost look like a totally different person, right? So where she had her beauty, where he was enamored, and you could tell the guy still is enamored with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Really and truly loves her.
Mm-hmm.
3 kids later, 10 years later, 15 years later, things change. The dynamics change.
Mm-hmm.
And she's noticing that undefeated force of nature called the wall. It is both the invincible object and the unmovable fort. And Mrs. Carey, who's still a lovely lady, is not what she used to be at 21. And even she had to come to the reality where, why can't I get this attention? When the only male attention you should be looking forward to is your husband.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Many ladies out there, when they hit this wall, want to know they still got it. They still think that they have options.
Mm-hmm. And
you don't play your position and understand this is the best it's going to get. And, sister, you pretty much are at the pinnacle of what every woman wants on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you're going to get any higher. There's almost no way. And what probably pisses her off the most is that she couldn't do any of this stuff without him.
Mm-hmm.
Play your position. I don't want to be known as his wife. I want to be this actress. Okay, let's bunk that for a minute. Mm-hmm. You're the wife of arguably one of the top 3 most popular basketball players, probably top 2 basketball players today in the Bay Area at that. You pretty much are in Hollywood. with the fame, he gave you a restaurant, cooking shows, and put you in place. If you really had the acting chops, it is very easy to give you a walk-on role on any show to show your abilities. But instead of being grateful and playing your position, somehow, some way, she still thinks that she's better than her husband.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks that she deserves all the accolades more than what she gets now. But how much work has she put in? You got a husband that loves you, a good man. Why do you care for the attention of other men? Play your position. You go on a talk show. Yep, it's me, Big J. You go on the talk show spilling family business and putting it public.
Mm-hmm.
You don't disturb the family's business. You don't put it out there. You go talk to a therapist. You go speak to a bunch of friends. You don't go and let the world use the ammunition you just gave them. Now you start controversies, and literally you're probably the number one thing to talk about on YouTube and social media, period. So what's the issue is that instead of thinking as a team, you're thinking as an individual. And how many individuals win when it comes to team sports? None.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of playing the sport, just like in the military, the most important part of the military is the support. If you have no supplies, if you have no transportation, you have nobody giving you ammo, you ain't winning the wars. That is a very important part of that partnership.
Mm-hmm.
We, as people, should not be privy to certain things. And I tell a lot of people, play your position and be grateful, because you never know who is waiting in the wings for you to fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're not looking like you did before, sweetheart. You're still a cute lady, but you're not looking like you were before. You're talking about
a 10.
Huh?
She's not like a 10. I'm sorry, it's got put out there. You're not like a dime piece, like a serious dime.
No. She never was built that way. Very attractive, very exotic look to her, but she's not a 10.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking at a guy who's reached his prime, who's just hitting his stride. Take away his money and fame, he's still a 6'3", light-skinned black guy with movie star looks. No homo.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a lot of women. A lot of women will be like, "Oh, he's not my type." Yeah, you're still gonna try to fuck him, even if he came out of fucking jail. There's a lot of women who would just his looks alone. He's not the gangly looking weird kid anymore. He's a grown man. And he's realized that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't compromise the mission. The mission is to make sure you take care of the family. You support the family. If he's out there doing what he got to do to make the money, you support it. As long as it's not bringing shame and dysfunction to you, you support it. But to go on a show with some cackling broads, yeah, that's a bit much. What's your take on it? Yeah, what's your take on it?
My take on it is this. And mind you, Charles, and to everybody that's listening, I'm not too fond of celebrities, much as the gossip, and I did this on my own stream many times. And I think it's my very first time even discussing, I'm talking about this and did a stream on this that same day when I first heard about it, and everybody for the last, since I think Wednesday, maybe Tuesday when this came out, been talking about it. And you know me, Charles, with these things with put out in the media, it brings a great distraction to the black population, But I could see the importance of why people are talking about it, because a lot of black men and a lot of women, especially our sisters, eye to eye and look at the Currys as that perfect mate and couple. They cannot do no wrong. They have a Christian base, foundation for family. They married at 20-something years old. Yeah, right. They were married at 20-some years old. They've been knowing each other since they were teenagers. It's like, you marry your high school sweetheart, in a sense. And I never seen much of that. Even when I got out of high school, we got out of high school a long time ago. And maybe from your side, where you live in Baltimore now, I'm here in New England, up here in the East Coast, that, I rarely see anybody that knew each other when they're this young and eventually got married while during college or after college, It's a rare phenomenon, So
Very
to find that when you look at their track record, Charles, this was really a shock to a good portion of the men, but it was really a surprise to the sisters, because when they look at a woman of her stature that pretty much got it all, you would sit there and go off code, off mouth, and spill your business on how you're dissatisfied. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to say right now.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even, you hit it right on the head. You're dissatisfied. There's no pleasing you. Because you could tell with Steph Curry, let's just go bare bones deep. With Steph Curry, her first choice. No. Some people cannot deal with somebody who they think in their mind that they're better than them, and in reality, they're not. That's why she wants the attention. Why is he getting the attention and I'm not? There are men and women out there who want somebody to look pretty on their arm while they get all this praise and accolade. She does not want to settle for the wife's life when she has more than enough opportunity to prove that she can do things on her own, and she has to prove it. It's just like maybe the second or third time she's done something distracting. Every time he goes to the playoffs, like, are you trying to sabotage him? Because if they lose, the media will never live this fucking shit down. Especially social media.
Yeah.
You look at your husband, and you can't really believe that he's getting all the accolades because of his work, his talent. You're not being a team player. You're being selfish to the motherfucker. Because if it was the other way around, she would be dissatisfied. Oh, he's not doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
Does she really want to be a part of the My Man Ain't Shit Club?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what she's looking for?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Because
Possibly. But,
yeah, there's a great possibility. Like, do you really want to be a part of the group that could say my man ain't shit? He ain't shit either. Like, you're picking from straws to look for shit that's wrong with him. Nobody's perfect, I know. You know, Chaos. But you married a good dude. Because a long time ago, guess what? He did not have to bring you along for the ride. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
He was drafted, 7th in the first round. That's still pretty damn high. He did not have to.
Mm-hmm.
He did not have to bring you along for the ride. Remember that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And let's go further. I know Greg's on. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'll say this real quick before we go further. It's this never satisfied motion that keeps a lot of these relationships in the black community, and now you might as well say every community, down, but especially the black community. Are you going to be his strength, or are you going to be his kryptonite? You can't be both. Go ahead, Chaos.
I was saying this. It's like this for the ladies. That what the fuck do you really do want? Because think about this, Charles. A lot of men never understand that when a woman can't be satisfied. I sometimes differ when we had a show a while back, and there was one particular call, I'm not sure Howard them said that, and I always put that into context. But when I think about this situation now, I had to really take seriously that you cannot be satisfied. So, and mind you not really can't be satisfied, but I think Angerman said this one time, that they're always going to find something that you don't amount to. Like it's psychologically, genetically embedded you that say, okay, I've reached this pinnacle. But you will still should say, well, that's not enough. It's like this is like a psychological embed. Like this is like embedded in genetics of a good portion or enough of our sisters.
It's the culture.
When you see a black male or black boy, you always got to put in your back in mind and say, this nigga ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they can never give the devil his due.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the benefits, though, you got a man that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
You have to work for shit. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do shit except agree with him. But because you still look at him as the 15-year-old boy that you thought was better than when you literally had him wrapped around his finger, when most likely nobody else was looking at him like that at that time. But now he's popular. He's gotten better looking. He's got money. He's got fame, success. You're like, I'm not getting any attention. And he puts you into the spotlight. He puts you there. He shares it with you.
Mm-hmm.
There are some professional athletes, you don't see their life. Ever. Hardly, unless you get snap a real quick photo with the paparazzi, you hardly see their lives.
Mm-hmm.
But you're mad because men don't pay you attention. Well, these women pay you attention. They're going to do it. One, because of looks and money. They're going to do it. How much attention do you think she got when she was in high school?
Enough.
Did she share the attention with him?
Nope.
You know, some people want to be the attention seeker. Like I've said it on Facebook, attention is the greatest drug to a female. And there's two types of attention. There's the good attention that you should seek from your significant other.
Mm-hmm.
And the bad attention is when you're getting it from the outside source who are not a part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Who will come and sabotage your relationship. I don't even think if somebody came into a relationship, it would be sabotage. I think it's self-sabotaging already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And let's say it's Charles. Do you know that a lot of women, depending on what position they are with their men in their life, do they, at the end of the relationship, they self-sabotage themselves in regards when they actually got somebody or what we call a good thing going?
No, man, it's like pay your position. If you're the wide receiver, what's your position called for you to do?
To catch the ball.
Should you be trying to be the quarterback?
Nope.
Linebacker?
Nope.
Kicker?
Nope.
You should just catch the damn ball and everything goes smooth and well.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't like smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever noticed that some people just love drama?
Yeah, a lot of. Yeah.
To deal with difficulty.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. A lot of drama. They thrive on drama. To be honest with you. They love it with a passion, Charles. They just love it. And this is my thing with the community. It's not only the women always constantly love drama, but now I find some of these men are in with the same bullshit too. Imagine that, Charles?
Of course.
And you never expect certain black men or enough that participate in this drama nonsense, Because either we okay, sorry, say something.
Go ahead, Chaos. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because, one thing with human nature, especially with women, and it goes back again and say, a lot of you women, and think about this. It's not like Aisha came out of a broken household. She was raised upbringing with a good household, with some, I guess, morals and technique. Last time I check, if I double check, as she comes to even at this stage of her life, in her 30s, and Phil said, "I'm just not satisfied. I want more. I want the attention. I want validation." Now, a lot of women will say, and some dudes will say this, that probably because she gained some weight after giving birth to the baby last year, or the end of last year when the baby was born, right? That she might be feeling this way. Well, I'm thinking, say, how is it that she's feeling this way now? Because she always been feeling this way? Because that's only what she wants the public to know for the surface, for that little table talk. Or there could be something more, But my thing is this. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. That's your sense.
Yeah, my thing is this. Any issue you have, whether big or small, you always, like you said, Charles, you, like a good wife, you play your fucking position. You know what I'm saying? The minute you sit there and you air out your business, just like black people, because this has been doing for decades now, we do this badly as collectors people. We let the whole world know how we act and conduct towards each other.
Yeah.
And their platforms, which is used to spread more of the bullshit propaganda. And we give them fuel every time with bullshit like this. So that's what I'm going to say on that.
Not only do we give them fuel, it's the I told you so. Like, think of what people are saying to themselves. Well, damn, if she ain't satisfied, especially younger women who are dating and looking to get married, they're like, well, damn. You get a lot of, oh, he must be doing something bad. It's like this. If she doesn't want, and to answer your question from MJ, which is funny,
Yeah, I'm reading her comment now. Call it MJ. I'm seeing what you're posting, girl. Continue.
See, so Aisha can't have her own thoughts and feelings to self-express herself because her husband's an athlete? Sheesh, I can't believe that's an issue. It is an issue. Nobody said she can't have her own thoughts, but when you become a public figure and it distracts your husband making the money that takes care of you both, they're a conjoint family, that's an issue. Yes, it's an issue. That's what therapists are for. That's what talking about it with your husband is for. You expressing it on national, international, global television while he's trying to make more money for you, yes, it's distracting. And it's selfish. Because if she really wants her thoughts, guess what? Leave him. Don't take any of the money. Leave him the girls. Let her live an ordinary life.
That sounds like an interesting solution. So she feels that's what she wants. Why not do that? Just, go on a different state without no form resource. And see how you pan out.
Live a normal life. Get all the men attention you want.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to get another basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
See how you do. I mean, look at Stedman. When do you hear Stedman talk about Oprah? Stedman got money before he met Oprah.
Uh-huh.
Right here, hell, I don't even think I heard Stedman talk.
Mm-hmm. I hear that he sent a tweet or said something that he's going to support his wife and all that, which is fine. That's cool. But one thing I respect about him is he keeps humble, keeps himself. You know what I'm saying? In front of the public eye. Here's the thing, Charles. A lot of dudes didn't get this. When you're in a position in a stage of your life like he is, and you're putting yourself because you're trying to hold a sense of legacy and dynasty for yourself and to leave for your children, you don't sit there trying to give the public what they want.
No.
And this is where a lot of black females fail. You don't give everybody what they want, especially in a relationship with your man.
No, you don't sacrifice.
You don't see Beyonce doing this, and I can't name any other celebrities. That's the only one that come to mind. But I tell you one thing: these other black celebrities play the role very well, and they're very smart in their actions. Some of them, but it's a very small percent. You get me?
You don't sacrifice. You don't sacrifice your relationship for the entertainment of others. When people say she can't have her own thoughts, not one time did we say she can't have her own thoughts. Did we?
Mm-hmm.
What we're saying is you need to be smarter. Shut up. That's all you got to do. Shut up. Go to your therapist. Go to your husband. Express that shit to them. It's a lesson that a lot of people need to learn. Think about that. You in a relationship? How the hell are you telling everybody your business?
Mm-hmm.
Hell, some people out there, a lot of people, let's just tell the truth, have girlfriends who they talk to about their man so much. He tells me I need to do this more. I need to do that more. He won't do this. He won't do that. Guess what? That chick will turn behind your back and steal your man because he's doing everything you refuse to do. Oh, you won't cook for him? Okay. She coming over there with a pie or some food. You treat him like shit. She's like, oh man, let me get that for you. You don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he's on the other foot, he'd be all kinds of sons of bitches, wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I want the attention of other women.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I'm here looking at the chat room right now, and I think MJ I'm not sure these women are going to call in tonight. We'll see. Says here, Gary, do you miss Beyonce's documentary? I can't remember it was, but her first or second one, all women express themselves. Okay. Well, I haven't really watched a lot of celebrities, besides what's been buzzed. But I'll tell you this, MJ, for this conversation alone, why this is somewhat important, and I'm going to say somewhat because most of our people have better things to do, is that it is a template of what they call a perfect relationship. And this is my problem with the black community. We got to get a solution that there is some perfection or something like some in the sky or wherever you want to label it, that life has to be so perfect, easy prepared. No, that's not how the world works, and that's not how life works. There is no such thing as a perfect relationship.
Oh, no.
Mind you. And what you're witnessing, ladies and gentlemen, is a testament. Because one thing that the media does very good is they quickly find imperfect, imperfection. And they display it every day, all day. Well, they put themselves in the different lands where they're all perfect, and you sit there fucking believe it, like a sheep. And this is what I don't get. You follow me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. And Joe Netphone, if you have something interesting to talk about this conversation, you call it too, sir. Thank you. Go on, Charles.
Because, I notice every time I get on here, there's always these factors. I'd rather people just say you don't like me and get it over with instead of trying to say, oh, you're wrong. But you got to look at the situation at hand. It's a good example of, damn, even when he came on news media, of course he's going to do that because he's not going to check her publicly.
Mm-hmm.
You should already have the wherewithal not to spill family business to any talk shows or nothing like that. If that man screws up or he's off his game, he gets traded or let go.
Exactly.
Once again, are you going to be his kryptonite or are you going to be his strength?
Mm-hmm.
Think of men like they're from Krypton. Are you going to be the sunlight or are you going to be the kryptonite?
Exactly.
Not what you didn't share. I think it's more of dislike, man, because every time I could say things that are positive, MJ, and people will be like, no. And I'm not even saying things that are lies. Think about it. Does that sound like a grateful person? Think about this. How many people marry their high school sweethearts like Chaos said?
Very little. Less than 1%.
Her parents had to talk to her and say, hey, you better get him because he ain't going to be there long. Y'all don't understand the lives of there are people who have, on a lesser scale, groupies. There are some people who work in police departments, military, or firefighters. Hell, probably even teachers, male teachers. Because the teaching profession or the medical profession. And there are people who, God forbid if he's half decent looking, a 7, you know how many people will scoop him up?
I know some Becky's, because he's part white, ready and willing to say, bitch, I want you to fuck up, because I want that bag.
Becky is waiting.
She's right there next to her right now, my dude. Waiting right now.
Becky is waiting like a fucking safety, man. She just, you overthrew that? Book up. Running that shit back for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Becky know what to do when you fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
And then on top of that, you want the attention of other men for one reason. You want to make sure you still got it and you got options. Even if you don't take your options, you just want to have your options. You want to say that, hey, he needs me more than I need him. And you know what fucks her brain up inside? That she would not be able to get that type of lifestyle on her own. Yes, you're going to go through some ups and downs. Fuck yeah. No relationship is perfect. Not the one with your parents, not the one with your children, not the one with your significant other. Hell, not even your coworkers. But it's a process. It's an everyday working process. Do I think she will learn from this? Yes. She will learn. She's going to have to be on code. If you plan on staying with that man, you're going to have to be on code. Just like he got on code with you. He's not going to embarrass you out there on social media and text some negative shit for the world to feed off of. But you need to get on code. Of course he's going to put a text out, stand by your woman. But I'm pretty sure she got a fucking phone call, or he talked to her in person. Like, what the fuck you were doing? Why the fuck are you saying this shit up there? Yes. I don't care how Christian the relationship is. There's some cussing in that one.
Oh yeah, of course.
Don't embarrass your husband. Just like he has no right to embarrass you as his wife. Don't go out there and tell, especially when you. This is what I don't understand. Pretty chicks who got it good value the opinions of scallywags who want their life. Who want what they got. You're not and it's funny because the insecurities that she showed, because guess what? You're on your third child, you gained some weight. Okay. It's not like you can't afford a personal trainer, nutritionist. But doesn't your husband make you feel like the most beautiful girl in the world? How many sports athletes blow kisses to their wives while they're playing?
I can't even name one. I don't watch sports like that anymore. I started watching basketball for years.
He won. He's the only one.
Shit, damn.
Like, what more does it take?
Wow. Only one.
What more does it take? Like, what attention do you want other men look at you because you still want to get it. You don't want to be looked at as the past her prime woman. But she feels as though she doesn't have to compete to keep him. Oh, he'll never look at another woman. And that's what I tell a lot of sisters, man. Be competitive. If a brother got to have a lot of shit to get with you, unless you're the kind of chick who likes men who don't do shit, to each is their own. But you have to be just as competitive, maybe even more so than men, for one reason. Men get better with age. He gets more options. You telling me a guy with a decent career, we're not talking millionaires now, we're talking about a decent career, and he's 35, 40, 45. Do you know how big his window is of attracting women? From literally 21 to 60. And everything between. The same doesn't work in reverse for women when they get older. Their window closes the older they get. For men, the window opens wider.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is she's just realizing that. Stop looking at your husband, lady, like he's 15, and realize the winning motherfucking lottery ticket you got, because you can't do any better. Some people, it's just like a dude who has a great wife at home, and he's still searching. Nigga, you you got what men would kill you for. Why you? You got it good. Stop fucking up the bag. Play your position.
Yep.
For those of you who think I wouldn't say the same thing to men, you know that you're fucking full of shit. I would.
Of course. Why not?
Because there's men out there who do the same fuck shit. And if a guy, I'm looking to see, nigga, your wife supports you. Your wife does clean, cooks. She pays.
And she doesn't nag you?
She doesn't nag you. She respects you. She's enamored with
very
you.
hard to find.
She's gracious. She's ladylike. Get your stupid ass back home.
Yeah. And not only that, with sex, which most dudes, if they get enough or not, that's not no problem. You know what I'm saying? And she probably go extra length longer. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll say this real quick. Big J, I don't need protection from anybody. We're having an intellectual conversation. I never needed protection from you or anybody else on these YouTube streets. Hell, I don't even need protection from anybody in my real life. Last time I checked, I'm the protector of people. Now back to the conversation I had.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm going to open the line up in like a few minutes. Continue, Charles. I've seen waiting.
You get that. It's a spirit of ungratefulness that we have in the black community, that we need to exercise that demon. We need to be happy with what we have, because guess what? One man's trash is another's treasure.
Mm-hmm.
And I use Miss Carey for that example, or Mrs. Carey, for that example, because you showing that vulnerability out in public, now here comes the wolves. You might have other basketball players on or off his team trying to holler at her. Oh, I'll give you attention on some simp shit. And you leave it vulnerable, because you could take a man off his game. You don't start spilling the beans. That's why you got a therapist. You got people you could talk to in confidence. It should be confidentiality and classified. How you doing? We're fine. Unless it's a domestic violence situation, people don't need to know your goddamn every move in business. Unless it's something where it's a danger, people don't need to know your shit.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stop trying to entertain folks, live for folks. Be grateful. Because one day, you don't want to be that person whose life flew by and you just lost your winning lottery ticket. You just lost a winner. You don't want to have that incident where you sound like in that movie, I could have been a contender. No. You should be grateful. Shut up. Things ain't going to be great all the time, of course. But that's for you and him to work out.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe some trusted elders to speak to. But the world doesn't need to be your business. Especially when it comes to black love. Shit. They're already counting you out.
Yep. Indeed. All right, Charles. Let me open a few lines. I'm having waiting patiently. So the first line I'm gonna open up. You ready?
Cool.
Okay. So open your line. Greg, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
I'm good.
What's going on?
I'm good. Greg. So what's on your mind? Comments, feelings, reactions? What's good?
You know, I feel sorry for Steph Curry a little bit because I feel embarrassed for him, man, to be honest, because, you know, his wife acting that way. I mean, your wife represents you, man, at all times. You know, people don't realize that when I tell my wife when I married her that you represent me, even when I'm not there, because I actually look at my friends' wives and how they act, because your wife and your children are a direct representation of you as a man. And his woman doing that, to me, embarrassed him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And but you know what, women, man, I mean, most women, I mean, they're kind of searching for attention. I mean, I just think it's a female trait, because even my mother-in-law, she's in her 70s, and she complains to me that even now that when she goes to the supermarket, men aren't running out to help her with the groceries anymore like they used to when she was she was back in the 60s when she was hot. Men aren't offering to put on mufflers for free and all this shit. She can't get, free shit like she used to. I mean, so she doesn't get the attention she used to get when she was in her 20s or 30s. It's just, I think all women are wanting attention a little bit. And I would say this Alicia Curry, she met him in high school. They probably were 15, 14 when they met. She's probably the only guy he's ever been with. And, you know, maybe that has something to do with it, a little bit of immaturity. I think Steph's a good dude. I think she's a good person. I think she'll probably, you know, kind of grow out of it a little bit as she gets a little older, you know.
She'll realize what she has. You know, she still looks at him, and in some ways you could tell it's a 15-year-old boy. That she hasn't realized that he's a fully awakened man. And it's like you said earlier, be grateful. Do I think she'll from it? Yeah.
Well, she doesn't have to be grateful. She holds the cards, man. She's got 2 kids. She's getting half his money. I mean, she doesn't have to be shit. She's already won the lottery ticket, to be honest.
Yeah.
If she wanted to cash out, she can cash out right now. You know, so.
Yeah, she has to be grateful. I would put it to this way. She has to be grateful. You think that even if she takes him for half, right? You think he can't make that back? You think he? Well,
I don't know about that. Maybe not. He's not Tiger Woods, man. Shit.
I mean, he'll be able to. If she takes him for half, he'll be able to make that back because he's a brand now.
Exactly.
Anything he touches is gold. He's a brand now. So here's the crazy part. Let's say hypothetically, which I hope they do work it out and make it. You know, I support their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say hypothetically they get divorced and split. Do you think he's going to end up with a chick that looks like Aisha or better?
I would say, to be honest, I think he's probably going to go solo for a while. I think his heart's probably going to be broken.
He's going to be broken, but guess what?
He's going to be broken.
He ain't going to be lonely. He ain't going to be lonely.
She's fine as shit. I actually like Alicia Curry. She's sexy as a motherfucker, man. You know,
good looking, but
she's fine.
She's great looking, but she's noticing that she ain't 20 anymore either. And see, this is the one crazy thing about the wall. Nobody will ever say she's an ugly chick because if you say that, you're a goddamn liar.
Yeah.
It's just she knows that the wall is closing. Just like when
I don't know about that. I don't know, man. I think she's got at least another. I look at Stephen Curry's mother. Now, I still bang her ass, to be honest. She's fine as shit, man. I mean, the wall ain't coming on Alicia Curry for another 15 years, man. I mean, come on now.
I'm going to tell you why she noticed the wall was coming. Because she's not getting the attention she used to. She admitted it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why the wall is coming. It may not close yet. I never said it closed.
Yeah.
Notice that. Very careful with my words. I never said it closed, but she noticed the wall is coming. She's getting less and less attention the older she gets.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what that is. To be honest, when I see a woman that's married, and especially with kids, I kind of don't really check them out as hard. I have a bit of respect for married women when I see them out with the kids. I don't really check them out that hard. I mean, I do. I still look, but I kind of sneak it on in a little bit. And married women, I still look. I kind of sneak it in. I don't look at married women the same way I look at single women. It's more of a respect factor for me. I kind of respect married women a bit more, and I don't really, matter of fact, I don't even talk to married women. When I see that ring, I fucking leave them alone, man. It's just how I'm wired. I think most guys are wired that way. When you see that ring, it's not a deterrent for all men, because fucking the savages don't care. He'll talk to anybody. But when I see that ring, I back off, man. I just back the fuck off. That's a married woman. I'll leave her ass alone.
I'm so glad you said that, because she doesn't realize that most men who have some type of respect and a code about themselves are not going to look and approach you like you were back in the day. You're married with kids. You're still attractive, but you kind of lose your hotness, if that makes sense. You're attractive. It's like, she's somebody's wife and mom. Ugh.
The thing about Alicia Curry has going for her, most women don't have this. When I see her, I really don't want to smash Alicia Curry the way I want to smash, some other hot chick, because I see her more like a sister or my niece. She has that effect on me because she seems like a real solid, good person. I see her more like a niece. Does that make sense to you? And also, I think a lot of men see her in that same light, more of a sister, more of a niece, somebody that I want to protect. That's the air that I actually get off of her. I don't get that air where I want to just raw dog her, bend her over my car and bang it out. I don't have that same visceral energy I've had towards her. Maybe because she has that soft feminine goodness that I like in a woman. I don't really. I don't have that towards her. I don't know if that makes sense to you. She's craving sex appeal. Yeah.
And every woman wants to crave that, which is natural. It's just the way you go about it. You just don't go bragging to the world, hey, I'm craving about things. Because it brings a lot of trouble. And it's the fact of the matter that she wants to sex appeal to somebody with no kids, single, living their best life. You're not going to get that. Sorry, you're not going to get that, especially married and you're the mother of 3. No, that's not gonna happen.
She has 3 kids now?
Yep, 3 kids.
Yeah, she gave birth to her 3rd child at the end of last year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So she's putting on weight, and it's harder to get it off because you're older. This is 3rd child. And it's natural. She wants to. It's okay. You still want to have a certain level. Of sex appeal. Doesn't necessarily mean they want to screw everybody, but they just want to know they still got it. They can garner the attention of men, and guess what? Like you said about your mother-in-law, right? One day it goes.
It went for her. She's gone now. She don't think she has it. She always said I can go wiggle my fanny and get shit. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. I still think she's got it.
Even 70-80-year-old women. You even said it. 70-80-year-old women.
Huh? Well, my mother-in-law actually was runner-up to a beauty pageant in 1964, and she still talks about it. I'm like, you know, she was a runner-up to some beauty pageant here, and you know, it's like, wow. You know, she was. I looked at pictures of her. I mean, she was a straight dime. But now, you know, she didn't hit the wall. She ran into the wall, man, 100 miles an hour. You know, fucking on a damn Corvette. You know, shit. You know.
No seatbelt. No seatbelt.
Huh?
No seatbelt.
Guys, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm open 2 other lines. So let me start opening lines now. I think his name's Arrogant Grant. I'm not sure who that is. And then open one more line. Yeah, let me open another line. Okay. Not sure who these 2 people are. Open up.
Big J. Gary acting like ABC out here. What's up, Gary?
Okay.
What up, Jay? What's going on? What up? Yeah, I just wanted to weigh in on this. I just wanted to weigh in on this for a minute, man.
Who is Howard? That's not Howard.
Nah, it's Nas, man. What up?
Nas. Yeah, okay. It's been a while, Nas. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the first thing is, man, you got to remember both of these kids come from sheltered backgrounds. Like, they were ingratiated into the church early, didn't really get too out there growing up, so they experienced everything, like, on from 0 to 60 stuff. To go from Davidson College and a sheltered kind of really Christian Jack and Jill type life to, you know, not expecting Steph to be a superstar. Steph was expected to make it to the league, but he wasn't expected to be this. So then to have that kind of fame that they had to deal with after that, I think those are 2 of the biggest things in coming out with the way things are going right now. And then Jada is really good at getting women to open up and talk. Like, Jada will give some deep secret about her, and it'll put the pressure on somebody else to feel like they got to reveal something. But, you know, media training and management agents and everything, they've done what they could with her, Aisha, but she don't really listen to them. She marches to her own drum. Because y'all remember a couple of years back when they lost to the Cavs in the finals, she goes on Twitter like, oh, the NBA is rigged, they cheated us, and da-da-da-da-da. And they had to do a full-scale, like, you know what I'm saying, damage control on that. So she gets a little reckless at the mouth, but, yeah, you definitely shouldn't be spilling family business like that to that degree in a public forum. That was real disappointing. But, man, dude, I don't think any of us understand what living in a fishbowl like they have, you know, for the majority of their adulthood. Because this is, you know, them coming, like I said, straight-laced, really Christian, old-school couple. Steph, you know, his dad, Dale, played in the league, now works for the Hornets. So, you know, they were never hurting for anything like that, always connected to famous people. But when you get famous, and now you're a famous couple and dealing with all that stuff, I just think that was just too much. And when you don't have, like, a real circle of friends like that, man, you can get somewhere publicly and start giving out all your business like that. But, yeah, that was a big mistake there, man.
Hey, but you know what's up? But you know what else? Something else, man. Maybe this Curry's an airhead. Have you thought about that? Maybe she's a fucking airhead. You know, that's something you got to factor in, man. A lot of them pretty chicks are airheads. She might just be a fucking airhead. You know, don't think.
But here is the problem. Here is the problem. Go back. I want y'all to go back to 2015. December 2015, there was a post that Aisha Carey said. I became a fan of hers back in 2015, and there are videos by me that can validate what I just said. But when she called, when she talking about, ladies, you don't need to be a dot, and you don't have to have low cut, you don't have to have no low cut jeans or exposed bosoms to impress a man. Now that made me a fan of hers. But you got women like you got women like Feminista Jones and
some of the black feminists and some of the women coming out the woodwork on Twitter, ripping her to shreds, and all the men came on and supported her on that. Now I feel betrayed by her. I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
She turned around and suggests that every man is now a fucking creep because men are respecting her marriage and also respecting her husband too by not going. See, she wants all this stupid ass attention, but she is giving attention. If people are respecting you and respecting your marriage to your husband and to your kids and your family, you are getting attention. So she needs to sit there and stop being ungrateful and be grateful what the fuck she got. See, let me tell you something too. It's also something I noticed. What if she was a dark-skinned woman? Would she sit there and say that shit? I know I have to go there because somebody was telling me about that. If she was somebody else, she wouldn't be doing it. If she had a different advantage point in life, she wouldn't be saying that stupid ass shit.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I think that's irrelevant.
Hold on, real quick. I'll go you one better on that. How about this may have just been an emotional moment, and she may have been feeling that at the time, and the dumb part was going on a damn show that's being recorded and just emoting some issue was feeling that day. She might be what she said back in the day on Twitter. That might be her the majority of her life, but in this moment she was feeling that. But instead of telling some friend on the phone, this fool was on TV telling this on a national, you know what I mean, televised show or a web show, whatever that Jada Pinkett thing is. But I think it's more than that than anything. Like, does she feel like that today? Who the hell knows? But that's why you don't put your stuff out there like that.
Back to what I said, confidentiality and classified.
Exactly, and people want everybody to become a vulnerable. Oh, we want you to become a vulnerable. That is that Oprah Winfrey that bald-headed white dude that vulnerability.
Vulnerable so they can.
They want everybody to be a vulnerable. No, stop trying to tell people to become a vulnerable. It's called vulnerable. You want to tell people your business?
I'm a big fan.
People telling you to be vulnerable going to be the ones talking about your ass after you tell it.
Guys, I'm a big believer. Guys. Hold on, guys. I'm going to open up 2 more lines.
All right. I'll say this while you're opening them up. I'm a big believer in married couples.
Look, I'm fat. Is he fat? Because I'm fat.
Jay, what
Black married couples. Especially should be very protective.
I'm just saying. I'm eating macaroni and cheese. That's all.
Hey, Golden State won tonight, man. Golden State won. I don't know if you guys knew that.
James Harden is a choker, man. James Harden choked again.
A lot of these black relationships need to stay protected.
One at a time, guys. Go ahead, Charles.
No. Charles, I want to say something. Go ahead.
I was going to say something real quick. I think a lot of these, that's the reason why I came up with confidentiality and classified. You don't see special operations in the military telling you who down. Yeah, we're about to go to the fucking compound to go kill this motherfucker. Like, you just fucked up the whole plan. No. You should either see a therapist or a very good trusted family friend or some elders to go tell your business. You don't go... It's something about black people, both the men and the women, gotta tell every goddamn thing. And then you wonder why people are talking about you, people trying to steal your wife or your husband. Keep your goddamn... That's rule number 1.
Business in house. Keep your shit in house.
Yeah, you're going a little far with that because black people are known for on the job, people working with them for 10 years and not knowing a damn thing about them while everybody else is telling on their business.
I don't tell them motherfuckers shit,
bro.
I don't tell them shit at work, man. I don't tell them motherfuckers nothing.
Black men and black women need the power. It's called shut the fuck up.
That's
private
black
folk
thing. So when you start talking about black folks that come from where they come from in the sense of a certain kind of privilege, as far as just wealth, man, like, that's a whole nother story. But like I said, man, what's her friend circle like? You know what I'm saying? How many friends does she keep from Davidson and all of that, who she normally would have been talking to, as opposed to, you know, being so thirsty to talk that she said all this on the show?
Yeah. And now she's got to be careful because the vultures are out.
Oh, yeah. Becky's gonna be waiting, boy. Becky's gonna be waiting on it. What Becky's waiting, you know, Becky ain't fucking around, man.
The vultures are out. Now, guess what? You can think of how easy you could throw other players who are his rivals can throw him off. Oh, your wife needs some attention.
Attention, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit, I didn't think about that. You ain't hitting it right, homie. You know, she needs some attention.
Yeah, he's gonna get that.
You could throw him off real quick.
Hey, but he could tell him that ain't gonna be no problem for him because he learned that from his father. His father been dealing with that for 30 years. Well, his mom been fine, so his daddy's been dealing
fine.
with that.
Mom is fine.
But at the same time, I think he's trying to recreate the same situation and the same type of marriage with his mother and his father.
Yeah. That's everybody. That's what I did. I grew up in a 2-parent household, stable. I'm trying to recreate the shit. You know,
he talking about the stability part. He's talking about just trying to do it exactly like them, and then you end up trying to live up. You end up trying to live up to their standard as opposed to being who you actually are. So that's stuff that Jay talked about. Well, just hold on. That's stuff that Jay talked about, where she got celebrated on Twitter for telling women to cover up and all of that. Is that really her, or is that what she thinks she's supposed to say because she grew up in the church, really Christian, you know what I'm saying, carried herself a certain way? I think she has a college degree. Like, she's not some woman he met. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
they like to brag about being equally yoked. You know, they talked about that for years. So, you know.
I don't know, man. I think it's more of a value thing, culture. They're both upper middle class people. Share the same values. It's the standard, man. You know, middle class, upper middle class people have a standard, and it's just a code and standards and rules of code of conduct, how you conduct yourself, how you carry yourself. I grew up with some of that shit too, and it carries me to this day. You know, how to hold a fucking salad fork. You know, salad fork from a dinner fork. There's things that you know growing up as a middle class, upper middle class guy. But one more thing I got to say about that dark skin shit, I don't think it matters. Dark skin, like, I mean, if a chick is fine, I mean, she's fine. Because I remember they talk about Beyonce. Just as many niggas was checking for Kelly Rowland as they were for Beyonce. So I don't buy that shit at all, man. You know, I don't buy it.
No. I'm talking about her, from her perspective. I ain't talking about what the men were doing. From her perspective. See,
she's just a pretty girl, bro.
She has light skin privilege. She has light skin privilege. So like she thinks though she can say that shit because she can't afford it. But if she was somebody else, she couldn't do that shit. Kelly Rowland can't do the same shit Beyonce could.
She can in my book. In my book, she can. I'll take her over Beyonce in a heartbeat. Kelly Rowland. Damn sure.
The world ain't.
No. We're talking about mindset. Follow me. I want you to follow me. We're not talking about what you would. I'm talking about the mindset. I'm looking at it from a psychological look. I'm not talking about what you do with her on a cardinal sexual. I'm talking about on a psychological realm. She thinks she can get away with that shit. That the other women can't.
Break it down even further.
No, you have to break that shit down. See, some of y'all are too worried about the sex part.
It's not about
y'all not digging deeper.
I mean, let me put it
the psychosis.
We're just on crazy, Big J. That's all we're going crazy.
You got fat dark-skinned girls, fat light-skinned girls who are not attractive at all.
Yeah.
Who think better than the men they're with.
That's right.
And it is not about skin color. It's about mentality. It's about culture. When does Steph Curry look better now or back then when he was 15? He looked awkward when he was 15. 14, 15, he looked awkward. He skinny little gangly kid, big teeth, big head. It's gangly. Monkey, right?
He was Del Curry's son, though. That's going to factor in a little bit now. Son of an NBA player.
But follow me for a second.
Yeah.
We're talking about her at 15. She is uncommonly beautiful at 15 in most black arenas. You're not going to see that. Okay? She's rare. At 15, that's rare.
That's not rare.
Like, that's rare for even for their
rare. She's
pretty,
but come on, man.
Light color eyes and the way she was looking, she held the advantage. She had all the cards at the time.
Yeah. She's a dime, and dimes aren't rare, bro. There's dimes out there.
Dimes are rare.
No. Dime pieces are rare.
Most men don't even know what a dime looks like when they see one in person. Hell, most men haven't even seen one in person.
I've actually banged a few dimes in my lifetime.
Most men haven't seen a dime in person. And what happens is, she's noticing the cards are no longer in her favor. Okay, he's in his grown man's body. He's becoming a handsome man, no homo. He's taller. He's making all this money. He's got all this fame, accolades, all this, the championships, the awards. The cards.
I hear you, but the thing about this is, though, you got to be careful about how much of this is in the moment, and she was feeling that way that day. Like, this might not be. Well, hold on, because this might not be like, you know what I mean, just who she is and what she decided. She could have just got there, got on set, the cameras are on, Jada's talking to her real softly, Jada's feeling her own secrets, and now she feels like she got to do whatever she feel like this the space to do it, and she just let it go. But here's the kicker, though, which we always forget. When you're an NBA championship team, that means you're playing from June until June. They've been to the finals, 4 out of the
4 times.
5 years?
Yeah, 4 times, 4 years straight.
And you got young kids, and he's on the road during the whole season. You know what I mean? During the season, he's on the road. He's not home most of the time. Like, you put all of that in play, then, yeah, it's going to be hard to keep up family structure. That's probably why you see a lot of athletes, dealing with difficulties with marriage, man, because that's hard to put together or keep straight. But I bet you we're going to see a video not too long from now where them and some famous pastor are going to sit down and they're going to talk about how he counseled them, and now they're renewing their vows and going on a honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? I think this is going to blow over.
After that church gets a really big donation.
I mean, look at Kevin Garnett's ugly ass. He pulled a dime piece, and, Curry pulled one. I mean, if you got money, NBA, and also what the brother said, Stephen Curry, his father was in the NBA, but he was already living in the big house, the cars and all that shit, the pool and all that bullshit. So she saw that shit, and he was living that shit. I mean, she probably said, hey, you know what, this nigga's going to probably do well. I'm going to get with him because he's probably going to come up and bring me up with him. That's what I'm thinking, and that's just probably what it is. Look at Kevin Garnett. Look at all these niggas in the NBA. They all got fine-ass wives. She's just another fine-ass bitch. Now the NBA player. This ain't nothing under the sun, people. Okay?
There's competition.
She's like every other woman. First of all, I don't know why she got to be a bitch. And you're saying that like she wasn't coming from a background that was laying all those cultural things you just talked about. That was laying all those things down. Because it ain't like he pulled her out some strip club now. You know what I'm saying?
And why is it? Hold on. I'm sorry. Why did she has to be a bitch? When she was
who used that term? Who did?
You.
No, it wasn't me. Somebody else. Wasn't me. All right. I don't use
it. Was you?
I don't use it as a derogatory term to describe female. If I did, I apologize.
All right, open the new line. Who's this? Open the new line. Who's this?
Look, man. If Stephen Curry worked at Jiffy Lube, do you think she would get one of? If that nigga worked at Jiffy Lube, do you think he would be getting with that woman? If Stephen Curry worked at Jiffy Lube,
who's that? Somebody talking. Who's that?
Yo, what up?
Big OC?
Big OC, man.
Hey, Gary. Gary, don't let Greg talk over you, man.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize.
What's up?
OC, what up?
OC, what's up? Black man in Orange County. Live around them white folks. What's up?
Greg, shut your ass up.
Some of us got to do it, man. Some of us got to do it.
Yeah, I know it's a trend, and this happened last year. Remember when Beyonce's mother was on that TV show?
Yeah.
She was crushing her new boyfriend.
Yeah, Lawson.
Yeah,
She was dogging him out. Lawson.
Now, this is second time. This is about the third time some woman get on a show and embarrass their husband.
Yeah.
And I'm trying do y'all understand?
What about Wendy Williams, Big J? What? She just came out and she's still coming back into relationships too, and she just had a bad one. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Jay, I'm in the middle of sentence, please. I'm in the middle of sentence, Jay. The thing is, you got these women coming on these TV shows and just publicly castrate their husbands I'm talking about. I'm using the term castration, but yeah, publicly castrating their husbands on worldwide TV and shit, and nobody ain't see anything wrong with it. It's like wait a minute, do you see something wrong with this shit? Because I see it. And these are women on these shows are sitting saying wait a minute, your husband's sitting right there. Hold on. Steph Curry gave you a fucking ass, a house, some kids, and security. Same security that a lot of women want. So why the fuck are you sitting over there? So why in the hell are you sitting over there poo-pooing on that shit?
Oh, Big J. What if she knows that Steph Curry's out there fucking other women?
Oh shit! Like Kobe. What if she's looking at Kobe's situation and thinking? No.
Let's just keep it right there. What if she may know that nigga's out there fucking other women? Does that change the perspective?
Right.
It does. She should keep that shit. She should keep it in house, man. Mary J. Blige went out there talking shit about her husband. Michelle Obama was doing shit like that.
Greg,
what?
That sound good. But
no, it do sound good.
Hold on. But that 30-year-old is a millennial, hooked to social media, hooked to putting their feelings out there.
I don't give a fuck. Common decency is common decency. You keep that shit. You keep it in house, man.
Greg,
in house.
No more. Greg,
no,
remember. Hey, hold on, y'all, real quick. Remember when internet was first coming out? They would tell us, "Hey, y'all, be careful on that internet.
Don't put
something on there. It's gonna stay on there forever. Don't put your info. Don't just put crazy shit up there." Nowadays, young
people
kids,
they
fuck on there. They'll fuck on there. They'll go live at school. They fight. They
like
smoke
that
dope
shit.
on
Everything
there.
gotta be
they do whatever the fuck they want. Like none of that shit that we were taught even matters to them.
Right.
None of it.
Right.
This shit I don't want to do on the internet, but these kids will fucking show themselves from morning to night, all day long. Their parents' house, where they live, their cars. They don't give a fuck.
I mean, they be showing fucking murders, man. I mean, come on. How much?
Can we get right back to the topic? Can we get right back to the topic?
Big J, what is
we on the topic, nigga.
Well, we didn't burn the topic up, man.
No, yeah, because the topic go on with something else.
Yeah, go on with something else.
The point is, we got women coming on these shows and just embarrassing their husbands, and then they act like then they act like they're victims when there is a backlash. No, what you did is wrong, and stop making excuses for the wrong shit that come out your mouth. You should handle that shit. You should handle that shit with a psychologist, or better yet, since they were raised in that church. Where's that pastor at?
No, No.
You couldn't go there and have that shit.
Yeah, but what about the husband? The husband that she's talking about, if he's allowing that to happen, or they don't have that type of relationship where she's going out the way she is.
We're not. I don't do hypotheticals. Y'all like to do hypotheticals.
No,
I don't.
I mean, she is in a relationship with the guy. So what are you saying? Like, you're fighting for him more than he's fighting for his own self? Are you serious? Are you going to be arguing and more mad about the situation than him, and he's sitting back and just letting it happen? That's something that he got to deal with really within his household. What kind of relationship does he have? I'm not saying that he got to control her and say, you're not supposed to be doing. I'm saying they got to have a mutual type of relationship where they can be able to discuss it before it goes out there. I'm saying that, and then that's on him if he fucked up where now she's out there doing whatever, and he got no control over it. You pick
now,
what
Jay, let me ask you a question. How do you keep that when he's playing 82 games a year, 41 of those on the road?
Thank you.
It's not hard to do, man. It's not hard to do. Look at Gabrielle Union, man. Look at Gabrielle Union.
Just hold on before you do that. That's not hard to do. Look up the divorce rate of athletes and then tell me that that's not hard to do. Right. It clearly is. It ain't an easy thing. And the other part on this is, what's the difference between this and the couple who always argue within your family who get into it at Thanksgiving and air out the dirty laundry? This is just that on the
there you go. Well, that's what I'm saying. Then I think that it falls into the same thing as like what Jay's getting frustrated and upset with. That's basically he made his bed, right? So you might, Jay, I'm saying in general, right? Jay's getting upset about it, but he already made his bed. So as much as you getting upset, it's his situation. Now, how he handles that, again, that's between him and his lady. Now, if he can't control that, and you say, well, he has 82 games, I'm saying that at some point he could have a sit down with his wife and say, hey, baby, we can't be having this. I'm a public figure. This is the way it is. There's going to be women coming at me. It's got to be handled in a different way. How they handle that does not work.
Hey, Jay, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know about all that.
I don't know about you.
But if you the wife on the side, like, okay, imagine this. Imagine it's flipped, and she's the superstar, and men are constantly trying to get at this dude's wife, and she gone doing shows 41 days or 41 shows outside, and he ain't nowhere to be found. I think he gonna feel a little bit insecure too.
Yeah, but is he gonna go on social media and start blasting? That's the question too.
You
is
never
he gonna
know.
go on
you never
public
know
mediums?
30-year-old.
If you never know what a
30-year-old. You know what? You right in the sense of the millennials have a different mindset of thinking, so they handle this shit different. And you got even some adults that's grown up in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and they're doing. I would say 30s is still fairly young, but let's just say the 40s, the more mature 50s and 60s that are actually doing the same shit that these kids are doing. That's ridiculous.
I don't know if anybody gets you. I don't know if a celebrity. We sit back and watch these movies and be like, damn, they doing the fake fuck scene, but she asshole naked, they kissing, he rubbing all on her ass and shit, but she married with a husband. And I sit back and say, does that husband feel a type of way, or does he have a switch that says, oh, I know that's just her job, she's acting, and it doesn't really mean anything? That's bullshit. To me, I'm going to feel some type of way. I'm gonna feel some type of way. I don't care what the fuck.
Hey, Carmelo was hot about that la stuff. So yeah, man, that's real.
That's what I'm saying.
But look at Gabrielle Union, man. Gabrielle Union shows her titties on Instagram. What kind of fuck is that? Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union. She has to show her titties.
Charles about to say something. Hold on, guys.
No, I'm saying Gabrielle Union been a Hollywood thought for a long time. Okay. She lucked up with Dwayne Wade, and I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Why you doing her like that, man? What the hell?
I'm asking the fellas this question, man. Have you ever noticed there's a lot of simp shit going on in our sports athletes, man?
Yes, and they all and they're all passed around the same way.
Wait a minute, hold
They're
on.
banging them,
But a
pass
lot
them around.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to think, man. You got some of these guys that never really dealt in the streets. You got some people that really never had relationships. They've been college nerds. They getting into the public arena. And I'm not saying all, because there's a lot of kids that do come from the street, go to college. But then you have those that really never interacted or were popular. Now they become popular. They don't know how to act sometimes with having women attention, shit like that.
We're doing too much when we start doing the time. You just talking about famous people, so you know who they dated. The regular chick who you fuck with, you don't know who she's dated in the past. That don't make it no damn different. So, like, Gabrielle Union was raped when she was a teenager at her job.
I didn't know that. She went
through, like, some real-ass shit. So, I don't know how her and Wade put that together. I don't know how those two put that together, but, you know, it is what it is. That's a weird-ass family.
You got to look at it. Number one, she promotes promiscuity with women. She promotes a lot of dumb shit, a lot of thought behavior.
She's a hoe,
man. That's
she's a hoe.
Let me say something. Guys, hold on. Let me speak. Guys, chill. No, you hold on. Let me say this. Charles, you brought up something interesting about the Gabrielle Union. I remember there was a video that was done by a particular person about her and how she promotes, you know, sexual promiscuity with women, young women especially, because she indeed is promiscuous and still is promiscuous today. Even the mate she picks knows that she's very promiscuous, you know? Because you look at her track record, she don't. No. You said no. Don't get me up. Wait. Chill. Like I was saying before. So you know she's still fucking around with Dwayne and behind. Same with Dwayne most of the time because that's how she is. You know she tell you, and she probably tell you more in detail in her book. I mean she engaged in the most degenerate type of behavior sexually and all types of things. So this is not something new. Why do you think she can't have kids?
Abortions, man. Too many abortions.
I just
more than abortions.
I just told you that.
It is all sexual activity as well, besides the abortions. You understand me? Because she does pretty much everything.
Can you agree
on that, Charles?
You don't know that.
Charles, can you agree on that?
Yeah, we breaking it down.
You don't know that.
No. I'm talking right now. Charles, you there?
Gary over here making shit up. Gary over here making shit up.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on, Gary, hold on. Why y'all? Hold on. Now, as soon as Gary talks about that, y'all accuse Gary of making shit about the Gabrielle Union, and that's what Gary is. But at the same time, though, y'all making shit up about 10 minutes ago when we was talking when y'all was doing these hypothetical arguments. Come on now.
No, we was giving our opinion
now,
on how we thought that old girl ran her mouth. We didn't start saying that, hey, man, I know that she a thought and she did this. No, we didn't start doing that. That's a whole other story. I don't know that woman.
Oh, trust me, she admits a lot of her shit. She has no cut.
She's a hoe, man. She's a fucking hoe. Mary J. Blige, another one. Cardi B out there.
Mary J. Blige, her fucking husband. Her husband tried to rob her. What the fuck are you talking about, Greg? She fucking employed her husband.
She admitted to selling pussy, selling rock for pussy.
That motherfucker was robbing the bank. What are you talking about?
Hey, that boy get alimony, man. He played the game.
Man. What are you talking about? And she helped her daughter get famous. That's why the only reason why she's on Growing Up Hip Hop. What the fuck are you talking about?
Man. She's a hoe.
She helped her stepdaughter's career. What the fuck are you talking about?
She's a hoe. Mary J. Blige a hoe. Shit, Cardi B's a hoe.
You don't know that woman, man. That's crazy.
I don't know.
She admitted to selling pussy and selling rock and shit when she was a fucking teenager. She had to sell her ass. You can read about it. She was a hoe. She sold pussy. She sold her pussy for money. Mary J. talked about it, bro.
So what? Are you gonna put her down for that?
Yeah, she's a hoe. She could have worked in McDonald's somewhere.
All I know is she got two of the most embarrassing moments for a black person ever. She got that Burger King chicken commercial.
Oh,
she was
come
singing
on,
man.
She sang that
come
shit.
On, man.
Get your Big Mac.
Oh, hate on that. That song is legendary.
Those things are true. I'm not making
shit. The one that came on there was motherfucking.
What's in the new chicken wrap?
You know who won there, right?
But when she was sitting there staring at Hillary, asked her a couple of questions, and then started singing to Hillary, bro, that's the most uncomfortable shit.
That's some crazy shit. She got a big check, though.
Hey, now you telling me that B1 rocking? You telling me that B1 in?
Oh, man. Look, man, I love Mary J's voice, but she's a hoe. I think a lot of black men need I think a lot of black men need to start having a slight pimp hand on these women, and Wayne does that.
And going to jail, going straight to jail.
Curry. Look, I don't want brothers on. Look, I'm not talking about being Ike Turner and shit like that. No Ike Turner type shit.
1970 something. What the fuck?
Look, man. Look, all facts. All facts. This shit has been going on for hundreds of years.
How about that?
Look, this has been going on for 500 years, bro.
Mary J. Blige got way more money than your ass. How about that, Greg? You say you
It doesn't matter.
Listen, you say that you got all this nice car, nice truck. You ain't got no money like Mary J. Fuck out of here. She'll slap the shit out of you.
You don't know how much money she has. A lot of people think they're rich. You know what?
Greg, it's 2019. You can't even whistle at a broad no more. You can't
that's like harassment.
Well, I don't. Look, man.
Remember them days?
Yeah, you used to holler at women. You call them over to your car. I'm married. I don't even.
You do that?
No, I used to. Yeah, I did. I used to.
I dare you to grab a woman's hand now. You might get shot.
I can still pull a woman, man. To this day, I still got my game. My game is still tight. Because every now and then, every now and then, I will holler at a female just see if I still got it.
I still got it. I thought you don't do that, you piece of shit.
I still talk to her.
But wait a minute. Stop. Hold on. But Greg, but yet you were chastising. You're chastising Aisha Curry for doing something what you just did.
Because he just be talking.
Make that make sense. Make that make sense, Gary.
Because I like women, and I just like to talk to them and just fuck with them.
Whoa! Hold on, y'all, hold on. Let's stop right here. Greg just sit there and said, man, I'm a married man, and I talk to other women.
I do, yeah. I like women, man.
Yet at the same time, you chastising Aisha Curry for doing the same thing on Steph Curry. Make that make sense to Big J Triple X. Please, make that make sense to me, Greg.
Because I talk to everybody. I talk to dudes. I talk to females. I'm just a social person. I'm out. I like to talk to females.
Why are you trying to clean it up, Greg? Don't clean it up.
Because I'm not trying to clean it up, man. Look, man. You know what? Women like. You know what, man? Women like attention from men.
Look, now he's doing it for their benefit.
Look, man.
No.
Just take the L, Greg.
You talking in a circle, man. You
Look,
talking your own argument.
Look, I talk to women, but I don't try to pick them up or try to fuck them. I just small talk with them.
And let me tell you something else, Greg. When you go to Hooters and talk to the waitress, that's not.
I don't go see them skinny. I don't go to Hooters. I ain't into those skinny ass white bitches. I don't go to Hooters, bro. I ain't into that shit.
Or okay, the cashier,
you go to San Antonio and Latinos. The cashier at Costco is
not trying to holler at you because she's smiling. That's her job.
I'm not really.
Yeah, she just wants you to buy more fucking beer and wings. What the fuck, Greg?
I don't
think that you got a number and shit. You think you can still pull them and shit. Yeah, she's fucking pulling money out that credit card.
Greg,
I still can. I tell you what.
The waitress.
I still holler at them. Why not? Man, they like that.
Yeah, you know what? We'll be at a table. I can picture. We all at a table where he says, "Oh, you seen the way she looking at me?"
Everybody got that homie.
Yeah, I still holler at women. There's nothing wrong hollering at them. Look, you can look at the menu. I don't order nothing. I just look.
But
you
criticize Aisha Curry for being insecure and then show the same insecurity. Jay got you, man. He pulled your card. Just take
Here is your L.
I will admit, I am a hypocrite. Look, I'm a hypocrite. I will fucking admit it.
You got to take that L.
I'm gonna take the L. I'm a hypocrite.
Don't talk that shit.
I still holler at women, man. I'm an older dude. I still holler at women. Let's see if I still got it.
Yeah. So you Mr. Wendy Williams over here.
I gotta keep my game tight, man. You know,
now you gotta keep your game tight, huh? So that's the excuse.
Hey, Greg, I hate to tell you this, bro, but if you've been married for over a decade, your game ain't tight no more, man. You lose. It is what it is.
My game's still tight, bro. I still holler at these girls and these females. I still holler at them. Shit.
And you walk out the store and they roll their eyes and say that old nigga tried to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Chill out, bro.
No, I don't flirt with them. There's a way to talk to younger women without flirting. It's just kind of a way to do it.
You can't be walking in rooms with a lime green suit and shit.
You be holding all 15 keys and shit.
Hey, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck right now. This was a couple weeks ago. A young girl called me sir. It ended the whole shit.
Yeah. They call me Mister, sir. You know, that's what it is. I don't talk to young girls. I talk to women in their 30s and shit. You know, 28, 20s, just to keep my game tight. You know, that's all. Nothing wrong with it. Just keep it sharp, bro. And you know what? As you get older, there's nothing wrong with talking to these females.
You a married dude, you can't tell nobody nothing about keeping it sharp. Your game is done, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Fuck. You ain't. And no shots at that. No shots at that.
Why?
You know
I can't keep my game tight. You tell me, even though I'm older, I can't work on my game every now and then.
What? For what?
Because I'm a social person. I talk to dudes. I talk to females.
That's
nothing
a good
wrong
excuse.
with that.
He got another excuse because I'm a social person. He ain't talking
I'm
about
a social person.
He want to get in the draws. He's saying no because I want to keep my game tight. No,
I'm not trying to. Look, if I get divorced, I got too much to lose. I got shit to lose.
If you get divorced,
I'm not trying.
Divorced now?
No, I'm not gonna fuck around. I don't fuck around with my wife. I've never broken my vows. Wow.
Everybody on here getting a regular-ass relationship for a couple of months. You lose a little bit of your game, and when that relationship over, you got to get your shit back together after that. Like, ain't nobody staying on top of their game while they in a relationship. So when you talk about marriage, hell yeah, you lose the game. You stop giving a damn. You're dressing like an old, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I don't dress like that. I don't dress like I dress nice, bro. I like nice slacks and nice shoes. Nice shirts.
Exactly.
I don't
lumberjack fucking shirts and
Fuck no. I keep my hair cut. I keep my shit tight. Mustache trim. Yeah, I lift weights. I keep my shit tight, bro. You know, shit. I gotta get the women something to look at. Hell, when I walk by. Yeah, you know. Gotta keep it tight, man.
Man, you true. All right, man. He think he got game like the young savages out here putting in work every day trying to holler at everything. No, bro.
No, I don't holler at I don't holler at all these women.
Every day you fall.
No, I don't. No, I don't holler at women. I'm a married man, but I do like to look good for myself. You know, I like to lift weights. I like to keep my body tight. And I talk to females. I talk to dudes, man. I talk to young niggas. I talk to old niggas. I talk to females. I mean, who gives a fuck? I'm a social person. Nothing wrong with that, man. Just because you get older, you know, that's the problem we have in the black community. The older brothers do not talk to the younger. The older brothers do not talk and conversate.
Any problem that happens, niggas try to tie it to the black community. See, in the black community, niggas like
man, L's, man, Greg, man, you keep on catching these L's, man.
Hold on. Come on,
you can talk.
Gary got to talk. Come on, guys.
What?
All right.
Look,
let me say
there is nothing wrong with talking to.
Shut up, Greg. I'll open up 2 new lines. Who's this? Open your line. Who's this? Okay. Let me open our line. I don't like how the switchboard is now because I can't tell the numbers now. This Big OC. There's everybody not named Big OC. What the hell y'all guys doing? How y'all number? I'm supposed to take line numbers one at a time. I can't do the Big OC business.
Hey, Gary, when you're young, you like a cornerback. When you get beat for a touchdown, you don't remember it. So when you catch an L, when you're young, you don't care. You keep hollering at all of them. When you get older, that game slow down.
Who's this?
It's different.
Yo, this is Anthony, man.
Anthony.
Okay, later, Anthony.
What up?
What's up? What
Somebody took a deep breath. Somebody took a deep breath. I think they upset Anthony.
That was Big J. That was Big J sign and shit. Like, on that bullshit. Go ahead, man.
You have any questions for my guests tonight for tonight's subject matter?
Who, me?
Yes, Anthony.
No, I'm just coming in. What was the topic about?
Let me find the name of the topic. It's called Chaos Reign Presents Play Yourself Out of Position with Charles Faulkner Jr. We're talking about women that play it.
Sounds like that shit. Aisha, whatever her name is, Aisha Curry, what she did. Yeah, I think she was dead wrong. Like, she got that nigga out here looking crazy as shit. But if he's okay with it, what can you say?
Yeah. Hey, one question, guys. On the news yesterday, was they talking about on the news yesterday? On the news. This Irish thing?
What?
Yesterday,
we talking so goddamn quick. Are you Jamaican or Haitian, bro?
Jamaican, man.
You Jamaican? Yeah.
Like I said, was y'all talking about this yesterday?
I could tell.
I don't know. This just happened the other day, right?
You know what? I seen it online. You heard, Gary, when I heard about it, was like the other day online. I seen like a big post, but I don't think that shit hit the news like the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock news. I doubt that.
Well, let's say this. The Red Table Talk, I'm not sure how often Jada has her streams on Facebook, but let's say this was on Monday, and it got wind of it the next day because it started to really pick up on a Wednesday.
Like Tuesday afternoon. It was Tuesday afternoon, as far as because it was like Tuesday because I noticed the white boys was going off on that shit. The white boys was going hard on that shit when they heard about it, and then the niggas picked it up and ran with it.
Steph Curry, they boy. That's why they was hot.
Yeah,
that's they boy.
Yeah, they were pissed off on that shit. Say, how the fuck did Alicia Curry say that dumb shit?
Oh man! And just so y'all know, tonight at the game in Houston, which Warriors won, and Steph did go off at the end. There was people with posters of Harden next to Aisha, so they was giving him the business, bro. So he already been there.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Hey, what game was it? Game 6? What's the number?
Oh, it's over. The Rockets out. They didn't have Durant to still beat them, and Steph went off. So Steph had a good week despite all of this.
You know what? I hope the Warriors win, man. I hope the Warriors win the championship. At least that would smooth things over. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we could all say that this is going to probably a smooth walk for ring number 3 three-peat this year. Because no one's going to show opposition to
I don't know, man. If KD don't come back, I don't know if they could beat Giannis in Milwaukee. I don't know, bro.
Did Milwaukee knock off the Celtics?
Oh, yeah, it beat the hell out of them.
Damn, the Celtics did not. They took a step backwards, and they got knocked out by Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, they lost.
So who's going to win, y'all think? Who's going to win the championship?
I'm rolling with the Bucks, man. I'm rolling with Milwaukee, man.
So I don't see nobody get past the Warriors, though, man. I see the Warriors winning it again. If they did what they did without KD, I don't see nobody stopping them niggas again.
Yeah. What happened to KD anyway?
Hurt his calf, so he's out for a while.
Hey, shit.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know.
All
right. But I know one thing, though. Steph don't run that household. He might run that locker room. He don't run that household. I tell you that.
I bet you that image is all up front. That motherfucker probably like fucking Ike Turner up in that house.
I mean, if that was the case, she wouldn't dare go on a podcast and say some shit like that. Like, so I seriously doubt that.
Oh my God, man!
Yo, I bet he said, man, look, you see that reshot I went? Yeah, yes, Steph, but you ain't shooting anything in between my legs in months.
Wow. Sad shit.
You know, think about this. Steph Curry got like the affinity gauntlet when it comes to his wife. You know, what a girl is, it's a bitch to the bastard every night, right?
I think if it comes down to you thinking about other people, it's time to just split ways, man. Like,
no. You know,
bottom line.
Hey, Ed, that's a big check to cut, though, bro. You gonna cut that check like that?
I mean, she got kids by the niggas. Like, she gonna get hers regardless.
But he gonna make it back.
They in California.
We're gonna make the money back. I'm motherfucking like jingling up in that motherfucker. He'd be like,
I was just saying,
fuck.
You know how Will and Jada get down. Like, you start hanging, like, they already on that swinging shit. So, I don't know. It should open to interpretation, man. You got niggas like, damn, Steph, you ain't getting down with your woman, right? Probably the nigga dick live. Niggas start saying different, like, all type of weird shit. Like, you can just take what she said and just run with it. Like, she got that nigga out there looking bad, but
No.
That would be a major problem with me.
On that same show, the red table.
When you want other niggas' attention, that's saying that I'm not doing my job.
You know, no, Jada do not run that relationship. I'm gonna tell you why. Because on that same show about 2 years ago, Will said he slapped the dog shit out of Jada. See, everybody forgot about that shit.
He said he slapped her?
Oh my God! Hey, Charles. Didn't Anger Man and BGS make series of videos about that, Charles?
About what?
About Will Smith and Jada Pinkman when he sit there and cuss her ass out and he abused her and shit.
He what happened was she was acting like a true Baltimore woman. And she got a lot of pocket. Will actually don't cuss at me. And then he walks away. She follows him, called him all kinds of ignorant shit again. So he took the roll-up magazine and popped her in the head once or twice. Then she looking all embarrassed.
Thank you.
So guess what? He told her, you do it again, we over. So she started doing what a lot of women do. Start crying, looking for pity. You really gonna leave me? Oh, fuck if you think I'm not. Shit. So that ain't abuse. That's called correction.
That only applies. That's abuse. That only applies to your kids, bro. It's like that's a grown person. Like, you can't put your hands.
Oh yeah, that's abuse.
Hey, matter of fact, he better be happy that they fixed things, because if it would have went the other way and they got separated and she would have been saying that shit in court, it would have been
exactly.
ugly. Boy. But think about this. When we say this step shit, just think about these terms. Imagine yourself. Hold on.
Wait. Sean said something. One at a time.
All right, let me about the hold on, real quick. When you talk
No. Let Charles then. Let them get this out the way. What you about to say, Charles? He's the guest. He's the guest.
I'm gonna say this real quick.
What that got to do with my sentence?
Niggas are so scared of the court system, but nobody's willing to challenge it. So, here's my fucking tip, right? Where's the prenups and where's the no fault? Look, you leave, you get nothing. Okay, cool. Like this. You leave, you get nothing. Or you just get this payout. Like, guess what? If she stays for 10 years, here's what you get. Boom. Go about your life. Instead of just letting her take anything and everything she wants, fuck all of that. I mean, a lot of people just go up in here and just saying, well, she got all the pop. No, get the fuck out. But you got too many dudes who are pressed for pussy. Instead of having some goddamn morals to say, no, if you're disrespectful, you gotta go.
Fact.
When y'all do all that facts and all that shit, just imagine this. You, Steph, not only do you got to pay for her lawyer, so, write that separate check. And then when you start talking about California and divorce, you're talking about sitting there right now. You're going to write on that check, you're going to write $150 million. Like, that's the kind of number we're talking about that you're going to write and hand to her and her lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
what did Kobe ex
everything
get?
sounds.
What was that amount?
Oh, she didn't go. Remember, he bought that ring.
No, that was Tiger Woods. What did Tiger Woods? What did she get?
Got like $250, and she married a white dude over there in the country where she's from. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least though Tiger got himself a presidential medal of honor last week. And he won the damn thing again, so he's back on top.
Yeah, that's cute. He wrote a babysitter a $250 million check. Tiger will forever be a clown.
Say what?
She was a babysitter for other golfers' kids. That's where he met her. Married her. She got a $250 million out there. He's a sucker for life. I don't care what he do.
Yeah. So when he met her, she was making minimum wage?
She was a babysitter, a nanny for other golfers.
A nanny. Thank big. Ain't that a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Got $250 out his ass and moved back to Europe and married a young white dude.
And that's the part about it is that you're going to make some broke bitch. I don't care if she's pretty or not. You're going to get this broke bitch all this damn money, and you're going to do, why the fuck get married?
Yeah.
Why the fuck? If I'm going to be fucking around like that, why get married?
Sure.
Why? Guess what? The only thing, she could even hold your dick in the bedroom, not let alone a golf club. And she gets all that shit just because a piece of paper from the government says, fuck all that.
Yeah, but be real about it, though. Tiger was a lame, man. This dude was he grew up in a sheltered home life, went to Stanford, was the best golfer and all of that.
You got niggas who grew up in the streets who should know better doing some shit.
But I'm just saying, you remember this dude? They had voicemails of him talking to damn IHOP waitresses talking about, my wife might call you. This is
because
he's a lame, bro.
Goddamn pussy hound. Did you not hear what I said before?
Yo, pussy hound, man, shit.
But that's the thing, though, man.
It's called access. He has access. He never had access when he was young.
Right. That's
he had
true.
access to that shit when he's young.
That's true.
He is a lame. If he never
a man will do what his options allow him to do.
And if you at Stanford and you the number one golfer and you ain't pulling them left and right, that lets you know already you a lame. So we just talking about Tiger. That's just who he is. He's a lame dude.
Tiger's a lame because, number one, that nigga before the money couldn't pull a groin. So you told me.
But that's the thing, though.
Number one, the way you start with a woman is the way you're going to end. That's just fact.
First impressions are everything. If you're leaning on your car counting money, and she's like, "Ooh, what's up with you?" It's probably going to be a financial situation throughout the relationship. Like, and niggas don't even get that. You're going to get it with your money, but that's really what it's all. That's what it's going to be about. Instead of just, you know.
But you know what? But you know what? I can take that two ways. We can take that two ways, Naj. He may be lame. He could not get a woman at Stanford. Or the women at Stanford ain't shit, and he was holding it out. You know, there's two ways of doing this shit. There's two ways of doing that shit. There's two ways of doing that shit.
Bro, say what you want to say. There were some things on that campus he liked. Like, that's a big campus, bro.
No, it is what it is, though, man. Like, a lot of niggas, they catch on late in life, man. I'm not trying to bring up names, but a great example would probably be Obsidian. I know old boy, the guest, I see him on the panel here and there, but he would be a great example of niggas just catching on later on in life, man, when they probably got their career going and making, probably 80 to 100K a year, and women are attracted to niggas who's doing their thing. But early in their 20s, they really wasn't doing anything. That's why you got older niggas running wild nowadays. like, why are these niggas still in the club? Because when they were in their 20s, they didn't get that shit out of their system.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the same shit with Tiger. He really, when he was younger, he didn't get much play, but when he got that money, then white bitches got on his dick. So they're looking at the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's one of the biggest stars in the world. Like, think about this. If y'all get a chance, look this up tonight. Look up Nike's golf budget before Tiger and after Tiger. Like, they weren't even a player in the golf game. Man, after Tiger, they were selling apparel, club, like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how.
But look, that's how they do it. They find a right nigga that's in a league that's very little of us, and they start market like the hell out of them. You know? Yep. That's how it goes. How do you think they call Michael?
Yep.
Just in general.
Yeah, it was huge, man. Yeah. But he was lame enough to marry a nanny.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But let me open this new line. Okay, who's this?
Hey, Anthony.
Oh,
Anthony.
Is it Jay Netball?
Yeah. Hey, Anthony, only broke-ass, weak-ass older men hang in the club, bro. Real older men travel, bro. We got passports.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not talking about all older men. A lot of older men, like you were out and about doing what 20-year-olds do. A lot of niggas didn't do that shit. They were homebound. They were, quote-unquote, lame. Like women, they really wasn't coming their way.
But into lame old men.
They get older. They obtain careers, and women are attracted to that shit. So then they get play while they're staying at home with their mom.
Attracted to that shit. Look, let me tell you like this.
I was knocking bitches out at mom's. Like I didn't see my own place.
But you get neighborhood, scallywags, bro. Real older men will get on a plane or a boat and travel, bro. I mean, you hit the world market, it's a whole different story.
Yes, sir. True that.
A whole different story.
Out-of-town trips. We all know about out-of-town trips, boy. Things can go down. Folks can act like it never happened. They don't even put it on their body count.
Yeah, I want to know this brother. This brother who was a multimillionaire who had his own yacht. Them dudes go to St. Bart's and St. Kitts and shit, and do their thing down there, man. They take trips, bro.
Goes down. It goes down. But I mean, it is what it is, man. It's like early development and later development, but it's kind of a father thing too. Because think about Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter's father kind of schooled him to a certain degree. Say what you want to say about Derek Jeter as a baseball player, whatever. That dude did whatever he wanted to do out there in them streets-wise and never got in a situation like none of these other athletes. So
man, that nigga,
Jeter played the
everybody
game.
got herpes due to that nigga in Hollywood.
Yeah, that may be true, too. Hey, that may be true, too, but I'm just saying. Buddy was out there doing his thing and wasn't getting caught up like everybody else.
But you know what, though, Nard? I remember when I was in college, man, and I had this friend named Deborah. I ain't going to say her last name in case she's still out there. And, here we are in college. I was a sophomore or junior. And homegirl was packing her bag every weekend and going somewhere. And I'm like, where you going? Oh, I'm going to Paris for the weekend. Paris? The fuck? Now, homegirl knew how to play golf. She was she had a certificate that lets you sail ships. It can speak 3 languages. She was hustling on a level that, most people never really get to, So, as you move up, the level of hustle moves up with you. So you ain't dealing with hood rats that just want, a half chicken and French fries from the Chinaman, a Pepsi and a pack of smokes. You dealing with a whole other level of person, man, and their game is different. And so most brothers will never see or run across women like that, because typically $100,000 is really not a whole lot of money, man.
You think that's why a lot of these older guys deal with young women?
No, I think old guys deal with young women because they can.
Yeah, they come in there paying them power bills and shit.
I mean, basically laid out like when you go up the ladder, it gets a little more difficult.
Right.
Yeah, and also
I would think.
I'll just speak like this, and a lot of people are gonna hate this. It's easier to fool younger women with bullshit, for real. Most older women are going to check you on your bullshit, bro. They really will. And so, younger women, you just throw some trinkets at them, and generally, they'll be dazzled by the trinkets. Some younger women, let me put it that way. Not all, not some.
Hey, Joe.
Man, the only thing a young woman can show me is where
on top of somewhere lying right now.
Yeah. You're saying that right now because you're probably in your 30s, Anthony. When you hit your 70s, you're going to be looking at women who are also in their 70s and say, if I'm going to get bitched and moaned at, am I going to get bitched and moaned at a 70-year-old or a 25-year-old? The choice is yours.
I mean, you got to grow with time, man. Like, I would never think I would be dating, dating or married to a 41-year-old right now. Like, that was, when I was in my 20s, that was an old woman, man. Like, you gradually grow. A lot of niggas, they stay stuck in time. A lot of niggas are still stuck in their 20s.
Well, let me hit you up to something. A lot of women do, too. And so what you see in Steph Curry's wife is she's probably looking in the mirror thinking, like, I had it, back then. I ain't turning heads like I used to. Why? Because you're older now. You're married now. You are looked at as a mother and a wife now instead of that hot girl that used to be up in the club that dudes was panting over. So, it hits them just as much as it hits men.
If not more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's during the days, like, you really didn't expect much from a woman. Good pussy. She didn't even have to cook. As long as she know how to throw that, pop that ass, and something.
Maybe that's you, bro. That's you're
I'm talking about in my 20s.
Yeah, but I'm saying
you expect more when you get older, is what I'm saying. If you allow me to wrap it up, my brother.
No, I expected that when I was young. So but then
that was my point. But you cut me off, my brother. Like that's where I was going. Like in my 20s, like she really, I wasn't thinking about can she cook? Can she take care of my kid? I'm not thinking. I just want some pussy at that point. But now that I'm 37, I'm looking at the bigger picture. Like, will she be able to take care of my kids? Can she cook? Can she clean? If I get down, is she going to be able to take care of me? Like, I'm just saying, man, like, just different shit that I didn't think about in my 20s was my only point, man.
Yeah, well,
like, so these little young girls, 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking about, when I see a 26-year-old, I go back to, okay, when I was 26, what was I doing at 26? Like, I allow young people to be young. Like, I'm not going to get with a 26-year-old and get mad when she want to hit the streets at night. She's young.
Right.
I should get with somebody your age who should be settled down by now.
That's easy to say, bro, but I'm going to tell you, age hits everybody a little bit differently, man. And that march of time, when you're in your 30s, is looked at a lot differently than when you're in your 60s. Late 50s, 60s, 70s, man, because you're closer to the end than the beginning, and you start to see life in a different way.
Man.
And that concept of settling down turns into, damn, this shit I want to do before I die.
So what you're saying, you turn into a creep when you get older, a real creep? No,
I'm just saying it's like this, man. Everybody has, that thing inside them, that internal clock, man, that ticks along. When you're young, you don't really think about that clock. It doesn't make much noise. As you get older, it makes a lot of noise. And so, you start looking at the life that you had, and, generally the life that you had is not the life that you plan for. It kind of happens all on its own. So you start thinking about the things that you always wanted to do, that you're running out of time to do. And that's what propels a lot of people to do a lot of crazy shit.
Oh, yeah. See, me, man, like, I'm attracted to older women. So even when I'm 60, I'm going to be attracted to 60-year-olds. So
you say that now, but, it may change down the road. You never know. Because when
I was younger, I liked young girls. Now that I'm older, I like those teacher-type chicks, like chicks I used to call old, man. Like, you got to gradually grow with time. You have to grow with time, man. Let your 20s go. That shit gone. Let it go with your hairline, bro. It's out of there.
Well, I hope this is recorded so we can review this in 30 years and see if you still feel the same way. I guarantee you're going to feel a little differently about all that.
I can't see it, man.
Yeah, let me find out you're trying to pay a power bill or two later on,
Yeah.
Power bill.
I see you up in the hair store buying weed packs.
That's the old nigga game. I thought you knew. Old niggas be out here buying.
That's why I chose to get married, man. I'm trying to make it last, but I know a lot of niggas don't deal with marriage, but that's where I'm at with mine.
What do you mean a lot of niggas don't deal with marriage?
I have a shitload of kids, so when I'm old and gray, and I'm pissing on myself, I have somebody to roll me over and take care of me instead of being in the house lonely as hell. Like niggas gotta get off that shit, man, and get somebody who you can build with.
See, you say that.
That's really what it's all about, man. Like it's cool while we're young, bro, but when we get old and the spotlights go off and we're in that home and like a party that night and niggas like, hey Johnny, I'm gonna holler at you later. All right, doors closed and the shit get real silent.
That makes you think a woman want to deal with your pissy ass.
That shit gets real silent. That's when reality hits, man. Like damn, I should have had some kids, man. Why did I? Like damn, like what did I do, man? I wasted all of these years, man. Now I'm alone. Yeah, and then it's gonna end up like Don Cornelius.
She gonna take your chips, go out with a young man, and say I'm gonna leave that pissy nigga in his diaper.
All right, what I'm gonna do? Charles, you there?
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let me do this right now.
You doing this?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just get this out the way. Charles, let me see you on the board. Say hello.
Hello.
All right. You have any closing remarks for tonight's show? Come on and end this tonight.
That's interesting. It's actually been one of the better shows. Not a lot of arguing, just a lot of forward-thinking, different views. So it's been a great show. You know, I'd just like to tell everybody out there, be careful what you say. You know, just don't try to embarrass your significant others. You know, get some counseling because I think that's one of the greatest issues we don't do in the black community. We don't get counseling from both professionals and elders with much more greater experience than we did. And shit, style and profile. Woo! Woo!
Yep. And that's Charles Faulkner Jr. Laying down the info, you know, like always from a good officer from Baltimore. And to all the people that listen in, thank you for tonight's show, for listening in. You know, I do this. Usually I have my shows over the weekend, but, you know, today was an impromptu tonight's show like the usual. So, you know, probably sometime next week I have my show on the regular scheduled time and, you know, day. But like always, thank y'all for listening. Until next time, good night.
Comment, subscribe.